Hello, good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to the class. Myself, Bhagyashree Joshi from Sankalp Learning Solutions. Okay. Yes, my dear students, today we are going to learn about the chapter that is coordinate geometry. Yes. So already we have learned in our previous classes that what do you mean by coordinate geometry and where we are using, right? So what do you mean by coordinate geometry? And what is the use of this coordinate geometry? Okay, and which concepts we are going to learn in this year? That means in 10th standard, which concepts we are going to learn in coordinate geometry, that we will see in today's class. Okay, yes, once again, welcome to the class. Okay, so coordinate geometry. See, coordinate geometry is the combination of geometry and algebra. See, in coordinate geometry, we are going to coordinate geometry. So here it is the combination of algebra and geometry. That means we are combining both algebra and geometry here. And this is the very popular branch today. Coordinate geometry is it is one of the branch of mathematics, and nowadays it is a very popular branch of mathematics, and in all the branches we are using coordinate geometry. Okay. So in coordinate geometry, first, we should know some little introduction about the coordinate geometry. Okay, so in coordinate geometry, first we should know about the Cartesian plane. Yes, first we should know about the Cartesian plane. What do you mean by Cartesian plane? See, Cartesian plane is nothing but Cartesian plane, or it is also called as Cartesian system. Okay, so what do you mean by Cartesian plane? Yes. What do you mean by Cartesian plane? Cartesian plane is nothing but it is XY plane. Okay. So Cartesian plane is nothing but it is XY plane only. That means here we are going to consider one x-axis, that is one horizontal line, and one y-axis, that is one vertical line. Okay. So this is a horizontal line that we call it as x, O, x dash, and y. This is vertical line, y, O, y dash. Okay, so this is y-axis and this is x-axis. So where x-axis and y-axis will meet, see, where x-axis and y-axis will meet, at that particular point we call it as a origin. What we call it as a origin. Okay, so this plane we call it as a XY plane or Cartesian plane. Here we are going to consider two axes. That is, one is x-axis. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. Next comes this Cartesian plane. It consists of 4 quadrants. So what do you mean by quadrant? So this part, 1/4 part, okay, 1/4 part of the plane. So if you consider this is one plane, 1/4 part of this plane we call it as a quadrant. What we call it as quadrant. So this is first quadrant. It has 4 quadrants. This is first quadrant, and this is second quadrant, and this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. Okay, first, second, third, and fourth. Okay, in first quadrant, we are going to observe positive and positive signs. Okay, so observe here. In x-axis, all the points are positive. If you consider this is +1, +2, +3, that means all values are positive here. Okay, if you consider y-axis, here also all the values are positive. +1, +2, and +3. Okay, that means in first quadrant, we are going to observe only positive value. That is, x is also positive and y is also positive. Okay, so in case of second quadrant, see, in case of second quadrant, what we are going to observe is, see, this is -1, -2, -3. Like, so here x-axis is negative and y-axis is positive. X-axis is negative and y-axis is positive. That is minus and plus we are going to observe in second quadrant, right? So in third quadrant, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. That means both the axes are minus here. That means minus, minus. Okay. So this is third quadrant. In fourth quadrant, again you are going to observe x-axis is positive and y-axis is negative. Always you have to write x-axis first, x value is first and y value next. That's why we consider coordinates are xy. Okay, so xy. If you represent that coordinates by name p, then pxy. Always you have to write x value first and then y. Therefore, this is plus 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 is x and plus is y and minus is x-axis and plus is y-axis. Therefore, minus and plus, minus minus and plus minus. Okay. So this is about the Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane is nothing but xy plane. Here we are going to observe four quadrants, that is first, second, third and fourth. And where x and y axis will meet at that point, we call it as a origin. Okay. So origin, it has coordinates 0, 0. Because here x is 0 and y is also 0. Therefore, in origin, we are going to observe 0, 0 coordinates. Okay. So remember. Next comes what we are going to observe, what we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay. 1 minute. Wait for a minute. Okay, wait. Sorry. Yes. Okay, what we are going to learn in this chapter is, first one is distance formula and section formula, distance formula and section formula. So this is the main part we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, so based on these two formula, we will have 2, 3, 4 marks questions. Okay. Yes. So first we will learn about the distance formula. What do you mean by distance formula? Where we are using, see, distance formula is using, where we are using, that means distance formula is used to measure the distance between 2 points. That means, see here, this is point A. Okay, so this is point A and here it is point B. Okay, the coordinates of A are x1, y1 and B are x2, y2. Now, we want to find out the distance between A and B. There we are using distance formula. If you want to find the distance between B and C, there also you are using distance formula. Okay. So distance formula is D is equal to, this formula is very important. D is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So the distance between 2 points on x-axis or on straight line parallel to x-axis. See, here this formula is used to find out the distance between 2 points on x-axis or parallel to x-axis. See, this is the line parallel to x-axis here. A to C, this is the line parallel to x-axis. Here also we are, if you want to find out the distance between A and C, there also we are using distance formula. So distance is x2 minus x1 here, right? And here, the distance y2 minus y1. So if you use Pythagoras theorem, then we get square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula. This is very, very important. Okay. The distance between the points P, X, Y and the origin. So this can be asked in MCQ questions. Okay. This is also very important. The distance between the point P, X, Y and the origin is square root of x square plus y square. So this is very, very important. Remember. Okay. Next, section formula. So section formula means, see here, 2 points are there. Right. This is point A and this is point B. Coordinates of A are x1, y1 and B are x2, y2. In middle, P point is there. So this P, it divides the line in the ratio m is to n. Yes or no? This P, it divides the line. See, this is line AB. It divides the line in the ratio M is to N. Or you can say it is M1 is to M2. Right? So M1 is to M2. This is also right. M is to N or M1 is to M2. That means the coordinates of the point PXY, which divides the segment joining the points A, X1, Y1 and D, X2, Y2 internally in the ratio M1 is to M2 are, this is section formula, Pxy is equal to M1 into X2. M2 into X1 divided by M1 plus M2, M1 into Y2 plus M2 into Y1 divided by M1 plus M2. So this is section formula. Here, this formula is very easy to remember. See, first write down M1 plus M2 divided by M1 plus M2, right? Next, here also M1 plus M2 divided by M1 plus M2, right? Next, write here X2, this is X1, like that, here Y2, and this is Y1. So very easy, right? M1 X2 plus M2 Y1 divided by M1 plus M2, M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 divided by M1 plus M2. So this is the section formula which divides, see, if we consider AB is the point, okay. See, AB is the point which is having distance 4 meter. In between, point P is there. So now this P, it divides the line in the ratio 2 is to 2, or you can say this is 1 is to 3. Okay, this P, it divides the line AB in the ratio 1 is to 3. That means from A to P, the distance is 1 meter. And from P to B, this is 3 meter. That means this P divides the line in the ratio 1 is to 3, right? So this is section formula. Here we are going to use section formula. That means we know in which ratio it is dividing, right? Okay. The midpoint of the line segment divides the line segment in the ratio 1 is to 1. So, if M1 is to M2 is 1 is to 1, means it divides internally in the ratio M1 is to 1, then the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment. So, this is very important. Midpoint of the line segment. Okay. Midpoint of the line segment, that is X2 plus X1 divided by 2 and Y2 plus Y1 divided by 2. So this is very, very important. This we call it as a midpoint of the line segment. This question will also ask in the MCQ questions. Okay. So next, shall we solve some MCQ questions based on these two formulas? Okay. Yes, all are ready. First question is, the distance of the point P43 from the x-axis. So distance from the point P43. P43 means it is xy. X value is 4 here. Y value is 3 here. So distance of the point P43 from x-axis. From the distance from the x-axis is the coordinate of y, and distance from the y-axis is the coordinate of x-axis. Remember. Okay, here distance of the point from x-axis they have asked, right? From x-axis means it is the coordinate of y. If you take coordinates of y, then it is the distance from x-axis. And if you take coordinates of x, then it is distance from y-axis. Okay. In the given graph, the coordinates of the point A is, see here, one graph they have given, and we need to find out the coordinates of point A. Where is point A? See, point A is at +2 and it lies on x-axis. That means coordinate of x. Coordinates of this point A is, see here, y is 0. Okay. Y is 0. So x is 2. That means x value is 2 and y is 0. So 2, 0. Option D is right. See here. Y value is 0 here. X value is 2. That means A is 2, 0. Okay. Next, coordinates of the midpoint which divides the line joining A, X1, Y1 and B, X2, Y2 is midpoint here. So midpoint they have asked here. Okay. Midpoint which divides the line joining A, X1, Y1 and B, X2, Y2 is X1 plus Y1 divided by 2 or X2 plus Y2 divided by 2 or X2 minus X1 divided by 2, Y2 minus Y1 divided by 2, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. or x1 minus x2 divided by 2 or y1 minus y2 divided by 2. Which option is right here? Yes, my dear students, option B is right. Yes, just only we discussed. So midpoint of the line divides, which divides the line joining A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So remember, the distance of the point P from y-axis, distance from the x-axis is the coordinate of y-axis and distance from the y-axis is coordinate of x-axis. Remember, here we want the distance of the point from y-axis. That means we need to take x coordinate, right? That is 5 unit. So option C is right. Next, the coordinates of the origin. See, coordinates of the origin are 0, 0 because x is 0 and y is 0 at the origin. The formula to find out the distance between the points x1, y1 and x2, y2. So here distance formula they have asked. So which formula is right here? x1 plus x2 divided by, x1 plus x2 whole square plus y1 plus y2 whole square or square root of x1 plus x2 whole square minus y1 plus y2 whole square or square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square or x2 minus x1 whole square minus y2 minus y1 whole square. Yes, which option is right here? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So option C is right, right? So this is distance formula. D is equal to, right? The distance between the origin and the point xy. Yes, distance between the origin and point xy is x square plus y square. Square root of x square plus y square. Remember, this is also very important. Square root of x square plus y square. Okay. Distance from the origin. Distance between the origin at the point and point xy. Origin and point xy is square root of x square plus y square. So this is very, very, very important. Remember, the distance between the origin and the point. So here also we are going to use the formula square root of x square plus y square. Why? Because the distance between origin and point, this is xy. Just now only we saw that is square root of x square plus y square. So what is the value of x here? X is 3 square plus 4, y is 4 square. So 3 square is 9 and y square is 16. So 9 plus 16 is 25. Square root of 25. So square root of 25 is 5. So plus or minus 5. So here we are going to take only positive value. That means 5 units. Right? 5 units. 5 square is 25. Right? If you take 25 square root, then it is 5. Right? The coordinates of the midpoint of line joining points A 1 4 and B 3 6 is. So here they have given A x1 x y1 and B x2 y2. Right? That means if the coordinates of 2 points are given, then the distance between midpoint of the line joining points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 are x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. That is the formula to find out the midpoint. Yes. So x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Why? Because we know two coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2. Okay. Divided by. So this is the midpoint of the line joining at the points. X1 value is 1 here, x2 value is 3 divided by 2 and y1 value is 4 and y2 value is 6 divided by 2. Now 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 divided by 2 and 4 plus 6 is 10 divided by 2. That means 2 ones are 2 twos are 2 ones are 2 fives are. So answer is 2 5, right? So which option is right here? 2 5. Option B is right. Okay. Next. The distance between the origin and the point PQ. PQ they have given. So, square root of P square into Q square or option B is square root of P square minus Q square or P plus Q whole square or square root of P square plus Q square. Which option is right here? So, option D is right. That is square root of P square plus Q square. Okay. Next. the distance between the point 2, 3 and 6, 6 is, so they have given the coordinates A, x1, y1 and B, x2, y2 and they have asked to find out the distance between the points. So for that we need to use the distance formula, that is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, right? Now, so x2 value is 6 here and x1 value is 2, right? x2 value is 6 and x1 value is 2 whole square plus y2 value is 6 and y1 value is 3 whole square. Okay. So x2, 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 square plus 6 minus 3 is 3 square. That means 4 square is 16 and 3 square is 9. So 16 plus 9 is 25. Yes. So square root of 25 is 5. That means option B, 5 units is right answer. So this is the distance between points A and B. The coordinates of the point on the x-axis will be in the form. So always remember, on the x-axis, the coordinates are x0. That means here y value is 0. So if you want to find out the values on x-axis, so y value is 0. If you want to find out the values on y-axis, then x is 0. Okay. So here coordinates of the point on x-axis, that is x and 0. This here y is 0. The coordinates of the point of intersection of the x-axis and y-axis. So where the two lines will intersect at point O, O is called as origin. At origin, coordinates are 0, 0. Yes or no? So option C is right. X and y-axis, intersection of x and y-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. So these two lines will intersect at point O. This is the origin. So coordinates of the origin are 0, 0. Okay, next. Ordinate of all points on the x-axis. Ordinate. Ordinate means what? Y-axis we call it as the ordinate and x-axis we call it as the abscissa. So in x-axis, y value is 0. Therefore, ordinate of all points on the x-axis is 0. Option A is right. Abscissa of all points on the y-axis. So abscissa means it is x-axis. So on x-axis, on y-axis, x value is 0. That means this is also 0. The coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points x1, y1 and x2, y2 internally in the ratio m1 is to m2 is, that means here we have to write section formula. So which formula is right here? Which option is right? m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Here minus is there. This is wrong. m1 plus x2, m1 x2, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So option A is right. Next, if the midpoint of the line joining the coordinates A 5 minus 2 and B to AB is the origin, then the value of A and B is. So here also we need to use midpoint of the line joining. Okay, so midpoint of the line joining is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2, right? Yes. 1 minute. So this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So we need to find out the value of A and B. Okay. So formula is here midpoint they have. So midpoint means what? x1 plus x2. x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So this is the formula. Okay, x1 value is 5 and y1 value, x2 value is A divided by 2 and y1 value is minus 2 and y2 value is B divided by 2. That means 5 plus a divided by 2 and minus 2 plus b divided by 2. Next. So 5 plus a divided by 2 and is if I equate it with 0, then minus 2 plus b divided by 2 is equal to 0. Then what I will get? If you transfer 2 to this side, then it will be 5 plus a is equal to 0. Right? Then if you transfer 5 to this side, you will get a is minus 5. A is equal to minus 5. Next. So here also 2 into 0 is 0. Minus 2 plus b is equal to 0. If you transfer minus 2 to this side, then b is equal to 2 you will get. So values of a and b are minus 5 and 2. Okay, minus 5 and 2. Option B is right. Minus 5 and 2. Now, so collinear. Yes, this is not there in your syllabus. Okay. So no need to solve this question. Don't worry about this question. Okay. Next, find the distance between the following pairs of the points. Okay. So this question can be asked for 1 mark. Here they have given a x1 y1 and b x2 y2, and they have asked about the to find out the distance between the following pairs of points. So here we need to use distance formula, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. X2 value is minus a, minus x1 value is a whole square plus y2 value is minus b and y1 value is b. So here minus is there. So this is minus. Now minus a is minus 2a. So this is minus 2a whole square plus minus b is minus 2b whole square. Now square root of minus 2a whole square, that is minus 2 square is 4, a square is a square plus minus 2 square is 4 and b square is b square. So now take 4 common. In the bracket a plus b square will remain. Now square root of 4 is 2. 2 into a square plus b square. A square plus b square, that a square plus b square can be written as a plus b into a plus b, right? So square root of a square plus b square is 2 into a plus b square root of a plus b. So this is the answer. Sorry. Yes, this is 2 into square root of a square plus b square. This is the answer. Unit. Okay. Now, determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 11 are collinear. So what they have asked here, collinear. Okay. Yes. So if you plot a graph for these points, then you will get these type of graph. Okay, so this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. 1, 5 are coordinates of A, and 2, 3 are coordinates of B, and minus 2, minus 11 are the coordinates of C. Okay, so determine if the points are collinear. In order to find out whether they are collinear or not, first we should find out the distance between A and B and C, and A and C. Okay, so first find the distance between A and B. AB is equal to, so first write down the distance formula, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay. Yes, so this is the distance formula. First, we should find out the distance between A and B. So A coordinates of A are 1, 5 and B are 2, 3. First, when you want to find out the distance between A and B, that time consider this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. From A to B you are taking, that means this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Okay. Now, x2 value is 2 here and x1 value is 1 whole square plus y2 value is 3, y1 value is 5 minus 5. 2 minus 1 that is 1 square plus 3 minus 5 that is minus 2 whole square. So 1 square is 1 and minus 2 square is 4. So 1 plus 4 is 5. That means AB value is root 5. Okay, so this is very important. AB value is root 5. Now find out the distance between B and C. Okay, find out the distance between B and C. Now you are taking from B to C. Okay, when you are taking from B to C, that time consider this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Okay, this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Now, substitute the values of x1, y1, x2, y2 in the formula. Formula is x2 minus x1 whole square. So, x2 value is minus 2 minus x1 value is 2 whole square plus y2 value is minus 11 and y1 value is minus 3 whole square. Minus 2 that is minus 4 whole square plus minus 11 minus 3 that is minus 14 whole square, right? Now, 4 square is minus 4 square is minus 4 into minus 4. So, minus into minus plus 4 into 4 is 16. That is 16 you will get plus minus 14 square. 14 square is 196 minus into minus plus. So, 16 plus 196 is 16 plus 196. Okay. Six two 262, right? 200 and wait. It is 212, right? 196 plus 60. 12, 9, 1, 10, 1, 11. So 211, sorry, 211. So 212 it is. Square root of 212. Therefore, BC value is square root of 212. Now, find out the distance between A and C. Okay, A and C is equal to square root of, here A and C, from A to C you are considering. So now consider x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Now tell me the values of x2. x2 is minus 2 and x1 is minus 1 whole square plus y2 value is minus 11 and y1 value is minus 5 whole square, right? Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3 whole square plus minus 11 minus 5. That is minus 16 whole square. 3 minus 3 square is 3 3s are 9 minus into minus it is plus 16 whole square. 16 square is 256. Now 256 plus 9. 265. Right? 265. Now, if the line is collinear, then condition should be, if line is collinear, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಒಂದು line collinear ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, that time condition should be A plus B, AB plus BC is equal to AC. Okay, AB plus BC is equal to AC. Okay, then only if it satisfies this condition, then only these three points are in collinear. Okay, so first AB value is root 5 and BC value is 216. AC value is 265. So 5 plus 260, that does not equal to 265. Therefore, AB plus BC is not equal to AC. Therefore, these 3 points are not a collinear. Okay, therefore, A, B, C are not a collinear. Collinear. If we consider this is A, B, C, so A, B, C are not a collinear. If it satisfies this condition, then only it is a collinear. But here it is not satisfying this condition. That is AB plus BC is equal to AC. Okay, therefore these 3 points are not a collinear. Okay, next, check whether 1 minute. Check whether 5 minus 2, 2, 6, 4 and 7 minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So in isosceles triangle, two sides are equal and two angles are equal. See, if you plot a graph for these coordinates, then you will get such type of graph. Okay, this is one triangle we are getting, and check whether this triangle is an isosceles triangle. So for that, PQ is equal to QR. Then only it will be an isosceles triangle. Yes. So for that, first we need to check the distance between PQ, PR and QR. Right? So distance between PQ, PR and QR. So this is the coordinate of P. If we consider this is P, 5 minus 2. And Q, that is 6, 4. And R, 7 minus 2. So this is the coordinates of P, and this is the these are coordinates of Q, and these are coordinates of R. Okay. Now write down distance formula. Square root of x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now find out the distance between P and Q. Okay, first find out the distance between P and Q. So when you consider P and Q, this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Yes or no? Okay, you are considering from Q, P to Q, then this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Now, what is the value of x2? x2 is 6 here and x1 is 5 whole square plus y2 value is 4 and y1 value is minus 2 here. Yes. Now, 6 minus 5. 6 minus 5 is 1 square plus 4 minus into minus it is plus. So 4 plus 2 whole square. Right. 1 square is 1 and 4 plus 2 is 6 square. 1 square is 1. So this is 6 square. That means 1 plus 6 square is 36. Therefore, PQ value is square root of 37 you will get. 36 plus 1 is 37. This is the value of PQ. Now, find out the distance between QR. Okay, here also use distance formula. So when you are considering from Q to R, this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Yes or no? This is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. So x2 value is 7 and x1 value is 6 here, plus x2 value, y2 value is minus 2 and y1 value is minus 4. Now, 7 minus 6, that is 1 square, plus minus 2 minus 4, that is minus 6 whole square. That's equal to 1 square is 1 and minus 6 square is 36, right? So minus into minus plus 6 square is 36. Here also you are getting QR value is root 37. Now PQ and QR are equal. If you get PQ, QR and PR equal, then it is equilateral triangle. Okay. If PQ and QR are equal, then it is isosceles triangle. Now find out the distance between PR. PR. Okay. So P value is PR. Now you are taking from QP to R. So that time this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. Now x2 value is 7 and x1 value is minus 5 whole square plus y2 value is minus 2 and y1 value is minus 2 whole square. Yes or no? 7 minus 5, that is 2 square, plus minus 2, minus into minus, plus 2 whole square. So minus 2 and plus 2 will get cancelled. So this is 0 square, that is 0 only. 2 square is 4. So square root of 4 is 2. That means PR value is 2. So observe here, PQ and QR value is root 37. But PR value is 2. That means PQ plus PQ is equal to QR. PQ is equal to QR, but it is not equal to PR. Okay, so when two sides are equal, then PQR is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Triangle. Okay, when these two sides are equal, any sides. So PQ is equal to QR here. When PR and QR are equal, that is also isosceles triangle. When all sides are equal, then it is equilateral. But here only two sides are equal. For that reason, PQR is an isosceles triangle. So this question can be asked for 2 marks. Okay, remember. So have you taken? Shall we move to next question? Okay, shall we solve some other problem? These all problems we will solve in the next session. Okay, so first, now we'll solve small problem that is for 1 mark and 2 mark. Okay, now find out the distance between, find the distance between A 2 3 and B 4 1. Okay, find the distance between A 2 3 and B 4 1. Here this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. This is very simple problem and this problem can be asked for 1 mark. Okay, so here we are using distance formula, that is D is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, right? Now x2 value is 4 and x1 value is 2 whole square plus y2 value is 1 and minus y1 value is 3. 4 minus 2, that is 2 square plus 1 minus 3, that is minus 2 whole square. So 2 square is 4 and minus 2 square is, that is also 4. So 4 plus 4, that is 8. Okay, so square root of 8. 8 can be written as 4 into 2. Yes or no? 4 into 2. Why? Because 4 is a perfect square number. So if we take the square root of 4, then it is 2 into root 2 unit. So this is the final answer. Root 2 units. 2 into root 2 units. Okay, so this question can be asked for 1 mark. Very basic question, very simple question. Okay, so here distance formula we used. Okay, so today we discussed about the, what do you mean by coordinate geometry? Coordinate geometry is the combination of algebra and geometry. Here we are using both the concepts. Okay, algebra and geometry and distance formula, section formula, and we solved some multiple choice questions. Okay, so in tomorrow class, in next class, we are going to solve some 2, 3, 4 marks questions. Okay, so these all are 4 marks questions. Okay, that we will solve in the next session. Shall we stop today's session? Okay, yes. All the best. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much.